What's up, Peak Timers? Let's unbox 100 Hot Wheels exotics and sports cars. Lamborghini SIAN FKP37 from HW Exotics. This one is orange with gray wheels. It's a very clean design, glossy orange color. Love the front end of this one. It's a very, very cool modern design of the Lamborghini. 2017 Pagani HUAYRA Roadster from HW Roadsters. This one in blue with the gold wheels on there. I love this color combination. The interior is also that goldish kind of color right there as well. We got the stripe on the front, nice details for those front headlights on the rear end. I love the look, the exotic look of the Pagani HUAYRA Roadster. Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR from HW Race Day. And this one in a darker red color, kind of like a candy apple red. We've got the black wheels on there with the white lip, Mopar written down the side, all types of graphics on the top right there. Really cool looking spoiler on this one. 2015 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT from the Target Red Edition series. This one is in a pearl white color right here. We've got some darker wheels on there and it looks like we've got a red chrome lip, which I think looks really, really good. I'm a big fan of this car. I love the detail on the back of those lights, clean looking, and there's that Mercedes logo on the front end. Automobili Pininfarina Battista from HW Green Speed. This one is black and it's got all types of like 80s style graphics on there. Very weird for a modern hypercar that's electric right there. But I like the design of this car. It would have the scissor opening up doors that come up. And on the back end, you can see that nice aerodynamic design. The wheels, I think, fit it very, very nicely. Not a fan of the variation of color, but I do like this car. Lamborghini Aventador Mura homage from HW Exotics. And this one in a very clean looking color. We've got the red on the top with the gold trim on the bottom that will have that Mura logo right there. The gold wheels on here. Just love the classic look of the Lamborghini Aventador. What a great looking supercar. BMW M3 GT2 from HW Race Day. This one in white with our BMW colored graphics on the side with that red and light blue and darker blue. The number 3, we've got gray wheels on there. We can see that massive rear spoiler on this BMW. And on the front end, not much detail for the front grille or anything like that. So a little bit disappointing. That lip is pretty nice though. But overall, it's a pretty nice looking car. Porsche 935 from HW Turbo. This one in red with the number 70 written on the side of it. These wheels are very period correct. They work with this Porsche. I love the design of this car. Nice rear spoiler. It's kind of a modern iteration of the older Porsche 935. Even the scoops on the front end. I love to see all new color variations of this car. Dodge Challenger drift car from Nightburners. Look at the color on this one. It's that nice candy apple, kind of purplish pink color that we have on there. All different types of graphics on the side. The 426 for that Hemi engine. Big rear wheels on here with a nice gold lip. Big spoiler to go on this one as well. Aggressive front end grille. Overall, a fantastic looking car. Pagani Zonda R from HW Turbo. I'm a big fan of this casting. I think it looks fantastic. Love the design of the Pagani HUAYRA R. Love the colored wheels on here, the blacked out roof and windows on there. Big spoiler on the back with the Pagani logo. Just look at that design. Does that not look amazing? Dodge Viper GTS-R 2001 First Edition. We got this one in red, and these wheels, not really my style of wheel. I don't think they look that great. I like the silver striping on the top. We got a big spoiler, big rear diffuser on there. There's your aggressive Dodge Viper front end on that. Lamborghini SESTO Elemento from HW Exotics. This one in a light blue color, and these wheels I think perfectly fit the SESTO Elemento. Love all the graphics and stuff on the back that are highlighting that grille for the rear engine. The front end is a nice design overall. A great looking Lamborghini. Corvette C7 Z06 convertible from HW Roadsters. I'm liking the red color on this one, looking good. We got the darker wheels on there with the chrome red lip. Great detail for those rear lights on this one, and the little lip spoiler on the back, striping on the front, stamping for those front lights, and a nice little lip spoiler on the front as well. Overall, great looking car. Rimac Nevera from HW Green Speed. This one is a great looking design. I really like it, and it was recently quoted as the fastest car in the world. Look at that big spoiler on there, diffuser on this one, the nice chrome mesh wheels on there. Look at the design on the front with the Rimac logo right there, the nice stamping for those lights, looking real good. BMW i8 Roadster from HW Roadsters. This car is new to our Hot Wheels main lines. I like that open top with that red interior. The design of this car looks really good. I wish there was more stamping though. There's no paint for the front grille or the lights or anything like that. Just in the back, maybe a little bit for those rear lights. We could have seen a little bit more, but the design of this car though, I think it looks fantastic. Pagani HUAYRA from HW Speed Graphics. This one in red for the Speed Graphics series. We've got the Brembo written on the side, chrome wheels on here. We can see on the top, we've got some of that striping that continues down, starts on the front end, painted front little lights right there as well. Just a classic design of the Pagani HUAYRA. It's our first iteration of it before they revised it into that HUAYRA R and all of that, but great looking car. I love the design. 84 Corvette from HW the 80s. This one in a nice metallic gold color with the chrome wheels, the Hot Wheels logo written on the side right there. This iteration of the Corvette, this era, was not super popular, but I still think it's very Corvette-esque. I like that striping that goes down the center. Those rear lights are very classic Corvette. Overall, it's not my favorite style of color, but it's a great looking car. 94 Bugatti EB110 SS from HW Turbo. This is our early 90s Bugatti. Really like the design of this one. It's very exotic. I like that spoiler that comes out from there. We'll have the scissor doors in real life. The design on the front, the horseshoe grille for Bugatti. I like all the color variations of this. Even these wheels are very 90s-esque. Really cool, exotic. 2023 Nissan Z from HWJ Imports. This one in a very good looking blue color right here, blacked out wheels. We got the black roof on there, darkened right there. Great looking stamping for those front lights, the Nissan logo in the front, nice stamping on the rear. I like the design of the rear end of this new Nissan Z. It's a great looking car. It's nice in this color. Lamborghini Murcielago from the Fast and Furious series, The Fate of the Furious. This one in orange with the blacked out wheels on there. Very nice glossy orange, classic design. We got the stamped headlights right there, which looks really nice. On the rear end, we have the detail for those rear lightings, that nice exhaust that comes out this center. I love Lamborghinis, and I think this Murcielago looks great. 2006 Dodge Viper Coupe, which is a 2006 first edition car. Love the blue with white stripes, reminds me of the old AC Cobras. These wheels are very modern looking, very nice. This design of the Viper was fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the Dodge Viper. Wish they would come back. I would like to see a new iteration of them. The design of this car, look at the diffuser on the back, it just looks so good. They need to bring more blue with white stripes cars back into modern vehicles. Porsche 918 Spyder from the Hot Wheels quarter mile final set. This one in that green color, very glossy green, really liking that. Blacked out wheels I think look fantastic on here, black interior. We even got the black striping that continues down onto that front right there. Nice stamping for the lights. Nothing on the back as far as detail. This is very plain. It's not much detail right here, which is a little bit disappointing. Nothing on the back as well, but this color I think just makes this car look so good. El Segundo Coupe from HW Dream Garage. And this is Hot Wheels formation of a nice sports exotic car. It's a fantasy one, but looks very, very, very cool. I like the design. It's kind of mixed between a Dodge Viper and maybe a Corvette or some sort of older sports car, but it looks very, very cool. Like that little lip spoiler on the back, the blacked out wheels, even that little white striping right there for a numbered race car. It looks very, very good. Mazda 787B from Retro Racers. This nice Mazda race car right here. We got the big Goodyear logo on the back right there. And look at the design on the front end of the Mazda 7.8 right there. Very, very good graphics and detail. The different color wheel tire combination as well looks very good. A little Hot Wheels logo on the side. This is such a nice looking car for a mainline. All the stamping, the design of this one is really good. 96 Porsche Carrera from the Porsche series. This yellow Porsche Carrera, standard look for a Porsche, blacked out mesh wheels on there. We got the little logo on the back, nice detailing for that rear stripe, the dual exhaust on there, sunroof on the top, the little Porsche lights in the front, Porsche logo right there, great looking Porsche. Lamborghini Aventador J from HW Exotics. And this convertible roadster style with these split seats on there looks so cool. We got the blacked out wheels, the pinstriping on the side of black right there. Look at the rear end, so wide on there. On the front end, great looking detail. Very, very exotic looking of a Lamborghini. I love all the color iterations of this one. They look fantastic. Lotus Avaya from HW Exotics. This one we've got in green, British Racing green. We got the blacked out wheels on there, a little bit of highlight color in the middle, a little bit darker windows on there. Nice design for that rear end. I love how the air comes right through, the big race spoiler, the diffuser on the back. What a fantastic designed hypercar, electric hypercar it is. Dodge Viper RT10 from HW Roadsters. This one in yellow with the black striping on the side of it. These wheels are just perfect for the Dodge Viper. This is the style of wheels that they had in the early 90s when the RT10 was released. I love the wide body design on here. Fun fact, in real life, I was given a ride in a yellow RT10 just like this one, and I absolutely loved it. I think it's one of the coolest design cars of all time. 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko from HW Exotics. And this one in a grayish silver color with the chrome wheels on there, which looks good. The design of the Jesko is just so cool. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see more of them come out in real life in different color variations of it. We got the black lip spoiler on the bottom. Look at that rear spoiler on there. Is that not cool looking? So exotic. Look at that big exhaust on the rear end. What do you guys think of this one? Alpine A110 Cup from HW Race Day. This one in a nice color of blue. We got the gray wheels, 36 on the side with some graphics right there. The front end, we do have the stamping for the lights, a little bit of painting right there as well. On the rear, it's just pretty plain. Overall, I'm never really a big fan of the Alpine car. It's kind of sporty looking, but it's not really my thing. McLaren P1 from HW Exotics. This one in green with the gray wheels on there. We got the blacked out roof and the dark tinted front window. We have a stripe on the front end. Look at the design. The McLaren P1, in my opinion, is one of the best designed cars of all time. Love that rear end with that spoiler in race mode and that exhaust as well. 2017 Ford GT from HW Turbo. This one in a fantastic looking blue color. I absolutely love the color of this blue. Blacked out wheels to go. And we have that nice stripe down the center. And I think that stripe, I would say it's more of a dark navy blue stripe than a black. I love that front lights that we have right there. And on the rear end, very, very nice looking. The Ford GT. Koenigsegg GEMERA from HW Turbo. Our four-seater hypercar, the GEMERA. You can see it right there. All the interior, all the cool design of it. We can see the back end, the nice design of it. This color, I think, looks great on the GEMERA. I like to see this on some more newer hypercars as well. Look at that front end design. What a great looking four-seater hypercar. Ferrari F430 SPYDER. The F430, it's one of my most favorite Ferraris of all time. I think it's a more underrated Ferrari. You can see the chrome wheels on here, the black interior. Look at the design on the rear end. We also got that chrome base on the F430. There's the front end, and unfortunately Ferrari and Hot Wheels are not partnered together anymore, but let's enjoy the ones that we do have, because this F430 Spider looks. 2016 Mercedes AMG GT3 from Legends of Speed. This AMG GT3 in blue. It's got the Hot Wheels Racing Team logoing on there and color variation. Love that big rear wing on there, that diffuser detail, the blacked out wheels with that colored lip. All the graphics look great. On the front end, not much detail for stamping on the front, but on that hood and that number 71, what a great looking designed casting. I absolutely love this one. A Lamborghini Countach pace car from HW Exotics. This in white, we've got the 50th anniversary on there. We got the 50 for the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels. This one is a 2018 release, and you can see the Lamborghini logo on the front end. The Grand Prix, it says 50th Hot Wheels Grand Prix right there. There we do have the nice light bar on the top end of that and these classic style wheels. I do think the new release of this casting that they have compared to the older one, this one is much better detailed. It's more realistic compared to the Countach in real life. The Countach is just one of the most amazing looking supercars of all time. HW kit concept from HW Screen Time. And this looks like a Batmobile, or it's kind of like a modern variation of the Vector car. Look at that big rear diffuser, big spoiler on there, the slats that we've seen in there from like the 80s style. It's all blacked out on the top with the gray bottom, blacked out wheels with the chrome lip. I think it's nice looking. I think the detail of this one is really cool. It's a pretty light car, so it's mostly all plastic, but nonetheless, I think this is a great fantasy car from Hot Wheels. Mclaren ELVA from HW Roadsters. And it's an interesting color to this one. It's kind of like a metallic gold. You can see the sparkle of that one. These wheels, I'm not really a big fan of. I never really liked these wheels on Hot Wheels, but we do have that nice white striping on the front end. They're two-seater, open top. I've never been really a huge fan of the McLaren ELVA. I respect why they did it, but it's just not really my style. Pagani Zonda R from HW Turbo. And what a fantastic looking color on this one. We've got the blue with the gold wheels on there. And then we got that Pagani logo on the back, all dark on the top right there. You can see all the different angles of this car. I think it's one of the coolest, most exotic designs cars of all time. Look at that rear diffuser. Obviously in real life, also one of the best sounding cars of all time. 2015 Ford Mustang GT convertible from Muscle Mania. This Mustang, it's black. We got the white striping on there, and then look at the colored wheels on there. Nice open top design. It's a wide stripe that goes down the center. Detailed on the front end is very nice. On the rear end, you can see it's just a clean car with that striping and those colored wheels, which just adds a nice touch to it. Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo from HW Speed Graphics. This one in green with the gray wheels. We've got the Lamborghini logo just written down the side of it with the number 33. Big spoiler on the back end. You can see that white stripe on the rear right there. And then that aggressive front end is such a cool looking race car. I love the Lamborghinis, of course, and the Huracan Super Trofeo looks great in a Hot Wheels format. 71 Porsche 911 from Retro Racers. This one is our Outlaw edition. You can see the Urban Outlaw one. We've got the red front, the blue bumper, the white paint, the blacked out wheels with that chrome lip on there. It's a classic Porsche. If you're into these classic Porsche cars, this is definitely one of the ones you want to collect. Ferrari 355. And this one in black, and we've got the kind of yellow tinted windows on there. That's interesting. We got that Ferrari logo right there, Ferrari logo on the front end. They call this the 355, but really it's the F355 GTB, GTB being the Berlinetta hardtop on there. We can see there's not a lot of like detail besides just the shields on there, but still it's Just a super, super cool looking Ferrari. I love all these classic. I mean, I'm a big Ferrari fan, of course, you know, I like the F355. 2019 Audi R8 SPYDER from HW Exotics. Look at the blue on this one, that convertible with the chrome wheels on there. The details on the back are looking really, really nice. And on that front end, just so detailed for this Audi. It's clean looking, one of the nicest looking R8 color variations from Hot Wheels. Corvette C7Z06 from Factory Fresh. You guys know how much I love Corvettes and the color yellow, so this one is one of the better ones right here. We've got the nice supercharger on that front end. Look at the headlight details on there, the Corvette logo, that nice little bumper right there, and then blacked out wheels, looks good. And then we look at the back end, the detail on this one with that lip spoiler, one of the nicest Corvette Z06s from Hot Wheels. Aston Martin Vantage GTE from HW Turbo. And this one is our Golf livery on here. We've got that light blue, the gray wheels, and then look at the orange and the Golf logo on the front end. Just look at the detail on that front end. One of the nicest looking front ends right there on an Aston Martin. And then we do have that big rear wing spoiler, the diffuser on the back. It's just an excellent looking Aston Martin. DMC DeLorean from HW the 80s. It's an interesting color variation on this one with those gold wheels, and it's kind of like the metallic teal of a color right there. Look at the black stripe on the front with the DeLorean right there written down there. We've got those slats, the popular 80s slats on there. And this one, obviously, it's just your regular doors that are closed. We don't have anything moving parts or anything like that, but the real car would have those nice gull wing doors on there. That's very classic of the DeLorean car. What a nice looking one. Mclaren F1 from HW Exotics. And if you guys know me, you know the McLaren F1 is my favorite car of all time. I absolutely love the McLaren F1, and I love that they've released the road car variation of this one. Look at the detail on that front end. Those lights look really nice right there. Love the markers on the front right there as well. These wheels, I think, are correct for the McLaren F1 of this era right here. And look at the back detail of all the painted lights and the logo and everything. Just one of the greatest cars of all time. I love this car. McLaren P1 from HW Exotics. The P1 in yellow, I think, is the proper color for the P1, the volcano yellow color. We got these gray wheels on there, the race mode spoiler, that exhaust on the back looks really nice. Look at the detail on the front end. I've said it before, the P1 is one of the best designed cars of all time. I love how there's so many color variations of it in Hot Wheels. 2016 Ford GT Race from Legends of Speed. This is black with the blue trim at the bottom. It says Ford powered by EcoBoost. Nice chrome wheels on there. Look at that back end right there. That huge spoiler and huge diffuser right there on the bottom. The front end detail. And what is this that we have sticking out right here? Some sort of air? I don't know what this is. It's not like packaging or anything like that. It's stuck like right inside the car. So that's kind of interesting. You can still see that piece sticking out right there. Interesting that we found that in this Ford GT race. Renault Sport RS01 from HW Turbo. And look at the color on this one. We've got like that orange with the white wheels on there. Cool graphics on the side. I like that spoiler. This kind of reminds me of an R8. Every time I see this car, I think it looks like an R8. Very, very similar. With that spoiler though, is much different from what the R8s have. A white roof on there. Nice graphics on the front end. What do you guys think of this Renault Sport RS01? 2018 Bentley Continental GT3 from HW Modified. And it's not very often you see a big Bentley like this in racing format, but this GT3 variation looks really nice. And you can see in the front end, they've missed some detailed painting for the front. That's a little bit unfortunate, but look at the detail on that roof and the way they've outlined the painting on the scoops right there. The side looks so good. These black wheels look great on it. The massive spoiler, huge diffuser right there. I think it's a really cool looking Bentley. 2016 Bugatti Chiron from Factory Fresh. And you guys know I love Bugattis, and the Chiron is one of your top ones right there. This metallic black color looks really nice in my lights. These wheels, I think they're suiting of it. You can see that horseshoe design that they have for the Bugatti, and then the horseshoe grille right there as well. Aggressive front end. On the back end, you can see it's nice and clean for this color variation, but you can still see all the great angles of this Bugatti Chiron. Solero GT from HW Exotics. This is a Hot Wheels fantasy hypercar, and I think the design, they've gotten it right. I love the wheels on here. I think these are newer style wheels as well. Look at that front end. It's so exotic looking, looks so aerodynamic. You can see that nice little lip on there. Look at the scoops on the side, and then this spoiler. Look at the design of that spoiler, how it kind of bends down in the middle. That's really, really cool. Rear engine on there, huge diffuser on there as well. What a cool looking Hot Wheels fantasy hypercar. Corvette C8R from the Then and Now series. This is our racing version of the Corvette C8. This is the second color release. We first saw it in, I think it was yellow, then we saw gray, but this color looks so good on it. We can see the gray wheels on there, all the graphics on the side, the C8R, that big spoiler on there, and then just look at that front end. Look at all the paint on there. Even look at the lip on the front end, looks really good. I love the tinted windows. That little red part right there looks really good. You can see that huge diffuser on the rear end. What a great looking car. McLaren Speedtail from Factory Fresh. This one in a burnt orange color, and it's kind of like a teardrop design. It's a very interesting design for a McLaren. It's got the 3-seater position on here, so the center driver position on there. Very aerodynamic. I love the different wheel tire combination on this one. I originally didn't really like this Speedtail, but I'm liking it more and more now. Just check it out in this color. Aston Martin V12 Speedster from Factory Fresh. I love the satin black paint job on here, the gray wheels. You can see the split position for the driver and the passenger on there, this open top roadster style V12, so it'll sound real good in real life. Look at that front end. It's the classic Aston Martin design front end. Never been a huge fan of these open top roadster style cars, but I still think they're very, very exotic. Nissan Skyline GT-R R32. This one quoted as being the Godzilla in white. We've got the Godzilla on the side of it, gray wheels, Hot Wheels logo just right there. We got that nice big rear wing. It looks like it's got like some sort of wide body kit on it. It does look like it. It's good in this white color. You can see that front end design right there with the intercooler for the turbo and all of that. Just the GT-Rs are just becoming more and more popular, and I love this Godzilla. 2016 Lamborghini Centenario Roadster from HW Exotics. And this is our first release of the Centenario Roadster in this gray color. We have the chrome wheels on there. Look at the back end of this. The Centenario is just very, very exotic rear diffuser on here. On the front end, you can even see kind of looks like some sort of lizard or alien or something like that. Just such an aggressive front end. That open top looks so good on this Centenario Roadster. 2017 Ford GT from HW Exotics. And this was our first release of the 2017 Ford GT in this blue color, and I think it's one of the best colors for it. Gray wheels on there, although I would have liked to see the stripe down the center, but that's okay. Look at the detail on the front end for those lights, and there's your Ford GT front end on there. Just a wonderful designed car. Look at that rear diffuser, that center exhaust. I love the Ford GT. 89 Mazda Savana RX-7 from HW the 80s. This one in a metallic green color with gold mesh wheels, which looks pretty nice. I do like the front end with those lights that are down, the nice hood intake scoop right there, which is slightly off-centered as well, which is correct for what the car is in real life. We got that sunroof on the top all around. It's a nice, clean looking RX-7. 2017 Acura NSX from the Forza Motorsport set. This one is finished in a matte white, which I think looks really good for the NSX. I like the graphics on the side, kind of like a rustic like winter graphic on there, which I think suits the car very nicely. Forza written on the front right there. We got that nice carbon fiber type of hood on there. The front end of the NSX, I'm not really a big fan of. I think the new redesign of it looks a little bit better. The back end right there does look pretty good though. 94 Bugatti EB110 SS from HW Exotics. And this one in the classic blue color. I think this is the perfect color for this car. I like these chrome 10-spoke wheels as well, looking good. There's that raised spoiler, good details for the lights on the rear, and on the front end you can see that horseshoe grille. Just a fantastic design car for that 90s. 2014 Corvette Stingray from HW Workshop. And this one in a nice candy apple red color with the chrome wheels on there, black interior. There's the nice scoop on the front end, the Corvette logo right there. Good details for the front lights. On the rear lights, also some very nice stamping. Overall, a good design car. 2018 Bentley Continental GT3 from HW Modified. And this one in a classic British racing green color. It's all metallic, and just look at that Bentley written on the back on that big spoiler. Nice graphics on the side, the nice blacked out wheels, really aggressive front end with those hood scoops. I think this is a really, really nice car in the Hot Wheels lineup. McLaren 720S from factory fresh. And this McLaren in a nice burnt orange color. We've got those chrome wheels on there. Not really a big fan of these wheels. And in the front end, we do have those nice stamped lights right there. The levers on the front end right there, all blacked out for the roof and for the windows and all that. And look at the back, the nice diffuser and all that. Just a good design car. And they came out with a lot of different color variations after this. It's a great casting. Lotus Emira from factory fresh. And I guess you can consider this car the baby Lotus. You can see right here, it's a little bit smaller than the Avaya. These wheels I don't really like on the car. Would have liked to see some nicer blacked out wheels. The top with that hood, it looks like a carbon fiber imitation hood. And then we do have the nice painted lights. Just a nice design. It's like the newer generation of Lotus is just still great looking, fantastic designed cars. Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracan Coupe from HW Speed Machines. Look at the graphics and design on this one. It is a wide body design, blacked out wheels. Look at these wheels on here. These are definitely these rear wheels you don't see very often. You can see on the front end, they're like not as incaved on there. You can see that lip on the rear end. And look at this wide body look. I really like the design of this car. I'm not a big fan of the color variation of it though, but still the newer colors they came out with are really nice. Aston Martin Vulcan from factory fresh. And this color variation of this one looks so good. I love this. It's like a pearlish white color. We got gloss black wheels and then the pinstriping on here. I love seeing pinstriping on cars, outlining all the cool designs on them. The original color of this I really didn't like, but this one, just look at the front end design of it. The Aston Martin logo all blacked out right here. That massive rear ring and the diffuser down there. Just a really good looking hypercar. 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata from HW Modified. And this one is finished in a nice matte black with some colored trim on the bottom. We got the gold wheels, number 27, the Hot Wheels logo right there. There's your 27 on the front hood as well. Gray interior, that matte finish continues on that spoiler. And then look at that diffuser in the color, looks really good. There's that front end, pretty subtle, not a lot of stamping, but they've left it for the artwork on there. 76 Greenwood Corvette from HW Art Cars. And we have the G on the top of this one, and check out the design of the artwork on there for an art cars, even on the side of it, and the wide body look. I just love the rear end design of this Corvette, even with the classic Corvette lights and then the wide body look. We see it from the top. Just a wonderful design car. Loving to see all these color variations coming out of it. Dodge Viper GTS-R from Mopar Madness. And this one in yellow with the chrome wheels. And then look at that. That's an interesting color of a stripe. You don't see that color very often for a stripe of the car. We got these silver painted headlights, the little lip front spoiler right there. And on the rear end, massive diffuser on this one, big spoiler to go as well. Not the best designed Viper from Hot Wheels, but still, I like the color variation of it. Ferrari F430 Spider 2006 first editions. This Ferrari in a very gloss black color. We got the chrome wheels on there, and look at the tan interior. We can see that engine on the back, the nice rear end, the chrome diffuser, chrome base on this one as well. Ferrari logo on the front. I love the F430 Spiders. It's just a wonderful looking car. McLaren 720S from HW Exotics. And check out the purple on this one. We got the gray wheels on there. I love the color of the 720S on here. I bought a lot of these when it first came out just because I wanted to collect it, because I'm just a huge fan of this color. Look at the stamping on the front end right there. We can see those dark tinted windows. The gray wheels, I think they suit the car very nicely, even though black might have been a little bit better, but still nonetheless, the McLaren 720S. Corvette C7R from HW Speed Graphics. This one in white, we've got the Summit Racing on the side, massive rear wheel on there, the smaller ones on the front. Look at the striping on there. Look at the design on the front end of this one, the Corvette logo right there, and that major rear wing, the lights on the back, the diffuser, just a nice design. LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15. Check out the gold color of this one, the gray wheels on there, the design of this car, all the different angles and slots of it. Just look at that front end of it, the grille, the way the lights are, that little top area right there. Wow, this car leaves me nearly speechless with the amount of work that Hot Wheels has put into it. Just a wonderful addition to the lineup. Lamborghini Reventon Roadster from HW Roadsters. Look at this pearl white color on here. Look at these stripes on there. It's the Italian flag right there representing for the Lamborghini. Nice stamping for the front lights right there. Nice design on the front end. There's that open top for the Roadster, and the design of that rear end is so cool. Look at that big exhaust on the rear. Reventon Roadster. Lotus Avaya from HW Green Speed. This one in a candy apple red color with the black insert, the black all on the top. Very stealth looking. These wheels, not a fan of, but nice to see on the car itself. I think they fit it pretty nicely. Look at that front end. Look at those lights right there. The light bar style right there. Nice diffuser on there as well. Look at that big rear wing, the Lotus Avaya. Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 from Retro Racers. This one in white with the Carrera logo on the side. We got the black wheels, the chrome lip on there, that little nub spoiler on there, Porsche written on the back of it, front end pretty plain with that Porsche logo just on the front. 2017 Camaro ZL1 from Muscle Mania. Very bright, vibrant color on this one. We got the nice chrome lift wheels, and look at the black that highlights on the rear, the striping, the side, the Hot Wheels logo, that front hood painted, pretty plain on the front end, but overall, if you're a muscle car fan, this is definitely one to have. 2017 Pagani HUAYRA Roadster from HW Roadsters. This one in a nice white color. It's got a little bit of pearl to it. We got that black striping right there, which continues down the front. Look at those front lights. Great detail on it. The gold wheels. I really like gold wheels. I love the back painting on there. It's just one of the most exotic looking cars of all time. Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 from the Forza Motorsport set. And this one in a very, very pearl white color, black wheels with the gold lip on there. And look at that Forza logo on the top right there. Even got the Xbox right there for Forza, where the game is from, on the front end. Great looking detail on this one. On the rear, pretty plain. They've left it just for the side and the top right there, but it looks really great. Corvette C7R from HW Race Team. And this one in the Hot Wheels graphics right there, the blue. I like that white interior as well. That's very, very interesting. You can see it's nice design on the front. Looks like a big supercharger on the front end right there. That big spoiler right there. The rear, no painted lights or anything like that, but very wide body look for this Corvette C7R. Group C Fantasy from HW Track Champs. And this one in yellow, we got two different wheel tire combinations there. The black ones on the rear, the white ones on the front, all types of graphics on the side. And you can see the aerodynamics of this one. Look at that going right through. Looks like a single seat occupancy on this car, but it's a pretty neat design for a Hot Wheels fantasy car. Aston Martin Vantage GTE from HW Exotics. This one in the perfect liquid green color, blacked out wheels on there. Look at that rear spoiler and diffuser. Wow, just so huge on there. And then in the front end, look at the design of this car. I'm just so amazed by the front end design with all the louvers on the front, the hood, and then the Aston Martin front grille. These blacked out wheels look so good on it as well. This has got to be one of my favorite color variations of this casting. Lamborghini Countach pace car from HW Exotics. Check out the red on this with the light bar on the top end of this, the 50 pace car on there, classic wheels, the 50 on the front end, nice painted lights right there as well. Just a great designed car on this one. Love seeing this new casting of the Lamborghini Countach. 2017 Acura NSX from HW Exotics. Look at this color on here with those chrome wheels, the dark front right there. Wow, it just looks like it's lowered. You can see all the lines on it with this color. It's kind of like a stealth color with the black on the top, the darker interior, the nice detail on the front end. This NSX looks really good. Ford Shelby Mustang GT350 from the Forza Motorsports set. And this Mustang in a nice white color, the Forza logoing on the side of it with the gray wheels on there. Look at the striping that's colored down to the front end right there with the Forza and Hot Wheels logo. Pretty plain on the front end as well as the rear. They've left all the stamping for the side and the top of this Mustang. 2018 COUPE Camaro SS from Muscle Mania. And this one is all ready to go to the track with the drag wheelie bars and the parachute back there. We got that nice lowered kind of wide body look, the nice striping that goes down the center, aggressive front end on this one. These wheels, they're made for racing, not really my thing, but it's a pretty neat Camaro if you like the pro street drag cars. McLaren 720S from Factory Fresh. This one in a very clean white color, black wheels that are meshed with a chrome lip on there, black all on the top, and look at the front end with those painted lights on there. White with the black highlighting is such a good color. No stamping on the rear though, it's a little bit disappointing. And even the front end, we've just got the stamping for the lights and the McLaren logo, but overall this color variation of the 720S is wonderful. Aston Martin Vulcan from HW Exotics. And this one in kind of a greenish metallic, but it's like a lighter green color, black all on the top, very glossy on the top, blacked out wheels, which I think really good. I don't really like the color though. I like the next generation of that white color that we saw previously, but the design of the Aston Martin Vulcan with that massive rear wing on there, it's just a very, very cool Hot Wheels car. Corvette C706 from Factory Fresh. And this one in white with the blacked out wheels, kind of like that McLaren 720S we saw. The carbon on the top right there, the nice black details on the front. Good details for those front lights with that Corvette logo. I love the front end of this car as well. And on the rear, we have great detail for the stamping on it. I love the lip spoiler. It's just a very well-designed car and very thought out with the stamping. 2017 Acura NSX from Factory Fresh. This one in yellow with the kind of like gray front lip wheels on there. It's an interesting color. We got the black roof on the top of it right there. NSX, we got that front end of it. Look at that. Look at the lights of this NSX. Look at the Acura logo right there and on the rear end. Great stamping for the rear lights. The diffuser, I think the yellow one of this casting is my favorite. Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracan Coupe from HW Exotics. And we saw the other color variation of this one, which I wasn't a fan of the color, but this white on here, looks really nice. I love the white and black wheels on there. These wheels suit it perfectly. Look at that lip spoiler on there. No stamping or anything on the rear end. On the front end, we just have those lights right there, which looks really, really nice. The wide body design, just check out that wide body look of the fenders right there that just flare right over. It's just a wonderful car to own. You should definitely get this one. 2014 Corvette Stingray from HW Workshop. This one in gray with the chrome wheels on there, the black interior on there, and it's a metallic gray. You can see it just sparkle in my lights right there. Stamping on the front end, very, very nicely done. The Corvette logo right there as well. And on the rear end, look at those Corvette lights on there and that Corvette logo in the middle, the nice quad exhaust tips on there. This Corvette looks so good. 2020 Toyota GR Supra from HW Speed Graphics. And this one in yellow, very bright yellow on there. The spoiler on here, I think, suits the Supra very nicely. The nice dual exhaust, the black wheels. Looks like we've got some sponsors on the side of it, totally customized out. And look at those front lights and that Toyota logo in the middle. They've done a great job at designing this car. It's not stock, it's a little bit customized, but it's perfectly suit for this Supra GR. 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV from Retro Racers. Check this one out in the Golf livery on here. It's kind of like a very light blue. It's almost white. It's hard to say exactly, but look at the color of these wheels on here. All the graphics on the side. There's your Golf logo right there. The number 9 on the front end. It's just the most classic sports car and supercar of the 1960s. Of course, winning some Le Mans races. Mazda RX-7 from SPYDER. This rotary powered sports car with the white wheels. Check out the crazy graphics on the side of it. That nice lip right there. The circle on the top. All the graphics all around. Pretty clean front end for this RX-7. 2018 COUPE Camaro SS from HW Drag Strip. This one in white, it's got that wheelie bar on the back right there, ready for that track. You can see the graphics on the top, the nice scoop on the front, not any detail for the front end for any lights or anything like that. Look at that color on that parachute that comes out. What do you guys think of this one? 1990 Acura NSX from HWJ Imports. This one in a nice green color to it, black gloss wheels, the black top on there, a little bit of graphics on the side of it, nice spoiler, great looking rear lights, and look at that diffuser, very aggressive on there. The front end, super clean with those lights down. It's just a wonderful looking car.